Hello, beautiful person watching this. I'm so happy that you're here. Welcome back to another Slay the Spire Ascension 20 Silent Run. On this channel, I have my recorded wins with some commentary and general discussion about this beautiful game that we play. So, quickly here while I'm getting it together past me, I'd like to say I recently just bought a new plugin to make my voice, the noise suppression stuff much better. I noticed that before it was like the quality of the mic was sometimes really bad, sometimes it was good, but sometimes it was bad. And I have taken some time to make sure it sounds good. So, last video as well as this video should have this new plugin on it, and I think it sounds quite good. Let me know how you think the audio is sounding. I think it's cool. And so, this is going to be one of the stronger runs of Slay the Spire you're ever going to watch, probably. Definitely the strongest deck I've ever had, probably. And it is crazy. I'm sure the thumbnail will suggest we do go beyond perfect here, which means all three of the Act boss fights, or four of the boss Act, I should say, Act 1, Act 2, and both Act 3 bosses are all flawless here. No damage taken. And we do have a very strong deck, but starting on floor 0 with a Dead Branch, which will add a random card into our hand whenever we exhaust a card. Of course, we're not powerful yet. We have to find those cards that say exhaust on them, and we have to survive. I should have played Survivor there, that was why I was spazzing out. And of course, already Dead Branch cooking, give us a Predator in this fight, which we are continuously using to kill this bird. And I'm considering taking Cloak and Dagger here because it makes a Shiv, which exhausts. But unfortunately, we are against the Slime boss, and I would really love to have this Fumes. Fumes is good anyway. You can't just take the card because it says exhaust on it, you have to consider other cards are good as well. But in a different world, where the Act 1 bosses were different, Cloak and Dagger would have been pretty good. And of course, we're looking for exactly Blade Dance here. Blade Dance is now the best card in the entire game. Need me one of those. And I knew that just one strike wouldn't actually do anything, so I full block with Survivor. Instead of doing 6, I guess? I could have strike Survivored, right? Or was it 3 damage would have done? Anyway, worked out, we made it through. And Cloak and Dagger is back versus Trash, so we can now click on it. Very nice. Poor Riddle with holes, man. Maybe I'm being too hard on it. It is pretty bad. Very sad. And hopefully this Ascender's Bane makes something good. Makes Sneaky Strike, it's actually pretty good. Can't discard a card though. So, Looter escapes, but fight wasn't too bad. Very sad though, it's like, whatever, 45 gold or something. And you know what card makes a Shiv every turn that also exhausts and creates a card is Infinite Blades. Yes, the strongest deck I've ever had, I took Infinite Blades on floor 5. In case you don't know, I am a certified hater of Infinite Blades, and I played Fumes perhaps a bit early. I was hoping I would at least draw Infinite Blades that turn or 2 strikes, but neither happened, and so that was a very awkward opening turn there. But it's okay. Block as much as I can, play the Infinite Blades, and now we have an endless stream of random cards. So I believe we already generated a Catalyst, so I'm going to play this Fumes. Play the Shiv. It makes Envenom. That's pretty good. On that particular turn anyway. And now I can Deadly Poison Catalyst and it dies next turn. So that's pretty good. So getting a bit lucky here. Also very fortunate that this isn't Gremlin Knob, of course. That would have been bad. So thank goodness. And we find a Horn Cleat, giving us 14 block on turn 2. That's a premium relic. One of the best. And I also take an Unload, which might look a bit strange to you, but realize it does 14 damage and is an attack. And we just need that raw damage to get us through what could have possibly been Gremlin Knob here. but it does not. It's actually sentries. And so I get 1,000 cuts in my hand. I decide, is it worth taking 7 here? Because I'm hitting it with neutralize to play that, and I decide yes, it actually is. And I knew that I was going to get to 14 block on turn 2 here, so I can full block. And hopefully kill one of the outside ones before they hit me again. Would be great. Made another Infinite Blades, that's really good actually. So Infinite Blades is cooking here, which is so fun. I have always thought Infinite Blades was sweet. Get a shiv every turn. Awesome. But boy does it suck. But when it makes you a card, suddenly it's actually very good. Still a bit slow though, and we only took it knowing that we needed something that actually scales us for Laga and Sentries. Although Sentries, Dead Branch just carries anyway because the Days make cards. Mostly Lagavulin. Yeah, this fight went pretty well. I also used a regen pot, so we actually are netting health here. And another insane relic, White Beast Statue, giving us a potion every single fight. And another insane relic, Letter Opener, dealing 5 damage whenever we place 3 skills in the turn, often happening when we are doing Dead Branch things. And another insane relic, Anchor, giving us 10 block on turn 1. So 5 absolutely disgusting relics all lined up in a row here. And this has gotta be the strongest set of relics I've ever had in Act 1. Like, you know, White Beast Statue can be bad if you have Sozu or if it's too late or whatever, but in Act 1 it's really quite good. And find an Endless Agony as well. That's 2 that free exhausts and 8 free damage. It's incredible. And I wake Lagavulin up because we have Horncleat going into turn 2. Seems reasonable to me. And I hit Eviscerate, so I can unload Eviscerate. Down to 69 health, nice. And yeah, this Lagavulin fight's gonna look a bit different than the first one, I think. Found the leg sweep as well. And whiffed on playing Backstab there, but don't worry, I was just saving it so I could Nightmare the Backstab, obviously. Oh, and we also got a Terror. So this Lagavulin's dead, that's 0 damage, I believe. And also Gremlinob on vacation. Find a Strawberry for 7 max health. The excellent relic streak has died, but that's fine. 7 max health is definitely fine. Strictly good. And definitely don't need to heal there. That's silly. Normally I'm clicking the heal there, but this deck is a bit too strong to care about that. Infinite Blades, Dagger Spray, Unload, probably. Considering anything else is pretty crazy there, I think. This is a bit of a shame that I don't kill here. There was a world, I think, like Strike Expertise into Flechettes, maybe, like something weird like that, if I had enough energy somehow. I don't think it was possible, though. But sadly, pay the Gremlinob tax, use a weak pot for a little bit of health, because we might find another one, and indeed we find a duplication pot, which is great. And another Piercing Well is here. Backflip, you're amazing and all, but unfortunately you don't say exhaust on you, so we'll be taking this Piercing Well. And upgraded Terror, make sure we can always play that, get our free exhaust, and do a lot of attack damage, it's great. Sadly, we have the wrong boat relics for Slime Boss here. That doesn't do damage on turn 1 or 2. But that's fine. It doesn't make the relics worse. And so I am playing cards because of this ink bottle I just got, which says every time we play 10 cards, we will draw a card. And so I've made sure to play as many cards as I could there. Actually shouldn't have played Leg Sweep, should have played 2 1-cost cards instead, because the Awaken won't matter here. We want to split here. So play Terror, and it makes Odd Attack after I just generated Phantasmal Killer, doubling my damage this turn. So I realize I can go play with my powers, dupe pot, and deal 30 damage with the dupe pot. And now I can split and hope to win from here. Definitely pretty good. I can even doppelganger. Very cool. And this backstab is very essential for the beyond perfecting, which I wasn't considering here, obviously, at all. There was a chance that taking that 9 or whatever was actually correct to not get weakened by the green one. Well, I decided to throw it at the gray slime to split instead, so I don't get damage there. And that ends up securing the beyond perfect. Probably should have played a Phantasmal Killer there instead of Well-Laid Plans. This is, I was mentioning in an earlier video, like, I'm a bit too much of a fan of Well-Laid Plans, I think. Like, I play it when I shouldn't, just because I think it's so strong, but I could have just played Phantasmal Killer there and done more damage, and it would have been better, obviously. Should have also played, like, Leg Sweep Slimed for Ink Bottle, but I'm not going to be thinking too hard about my relics this game, probably. And all of these cards aren't great. 1000 Cuts might look good, but we're already popping off so hard. There's no need to spend 2 of our 3 or maybe 4 energy just to do a little bit more damage per card. We're already going to be absolutely cooking. So, just take the good fast cards, and I even take a Fusion Hammer, preventing us from upgrading cards for an extra energy. Energy is really good when you have Dead Branch, making a billion cards. You want to have energy to play the cards. And just seems good. The Dead Branch makes random cards that aren't going to be able to even be upgraded at all anyway. So, no worries. And we did find a Blade Dance, so a little bit of foreshadowing here. We're going to be playing this Blade Dance and having some fun. Could set up on Blade Dance into Calculated Gamble and to draw the Blade Dance for 0. But I do it like this. This is a good Well-Laid Plans. I can appreciate this particular Well-Laid Plans. Also, we don't have Well-Laid Plans in our deck, I don't think. Just making them every fight, it seems. And I was like, why does this piercing blow cost 0? I played setup on it. That's why it cost 0. Of course. Perhaps could have gotten away with leaving Ink Bottle 1-9 there, but I'm going to stop mentioning Ink Bottle. Feel free to work out how I could have put Ink Bottle in a better number. I will probably start doing it eventually, but right now I'm just cruising. And boy, is Apotheosis good when you just clicked on Fusion Hammer. Unfortunately, we can't upgrade the Apotheosis, but it's still obviously insane. And there's even a Blade Dance here. And I even can afford a card move. Immediately walk into Library and find, guess what, another Blade Dance. So we just got roughly 50,000 times stronger in 2 floors. And I even get to card remove on load for a Nunchaku. Every 10th attack we play will give us 1 energy. And when you're playing a lot of shivs, boy is that good. So suddenly, we are the strongest I've ever been at this point in the run. And possibly the strongest I've ever been, you know, going forward. I had lethal there if I didn't play whatever power I just played Fumes. Oopsie. Yeah, this Nunchaku is going to cook so hard. We're playing a billion attacks. And it's going to keep giving us energy to fuel our hands even more. These cards suck. I ditch Explosive Pot in Act 2 because Dupe Pot is so good. Of course. I'm not getting hit here. Oh, I can Blade Dance. I can burst Blade Dance. There's Backstab. Backstab is the nuttiest hit with Dead Branch. It's just make another card and deal 11 damage. God, it's beautiful. And it also Ink Bottle and Nunchaku. Love hitting those 0-cost cards, of course. So Endless Agony and Backstab, there's that Endless Agony as well, are really huge. It just so happens, like, when you're playing Ironclad, yes, Dead Branch is better on Ironclad or whatever. You have Corruption, which really breaks it wide open, but the cards that you get on average with Ironclad are not as strong, I think. You get a lot of just garbage common attacks going on, but Silent, it feels like when you are doing the Dead Branch thing, you just keep going and going and going, even without Corruption in your deck. It's actually insane. And we found a Thread and Needle, 4 plated armor in every fight, making us even tankier, of course. And a real Backstab. So every fight we start with a Backstab in our hand, play it for 15 damage, and get a free random card. Very nice. Hand space is going to be a limiting factor here. Yeah, I seem to be playing mostly correctly, but also fast. And it looks like this Chosen's being pretty nice to us. But it's dead. Poor guy. And Acro's here, I'll probably take that. Maybe not, though. It's like we already have so much value with the Dead Branch, maybe it's wrong. I Red Key. Over 11 health. And I key a Blood Vial as well. Who needs that? Like, for Blood Vial to be good, we would need to be taking damage. Dagger Spray just got discard piled. That's very sad. Ooh, that made tools. Should have played the tools. That's why you wait for the Dead Branch to actually make the card before playing a card. And the Horn Cleat cooking here, of course. Full blocking for us, essentially. Oh. That was a silly goose moment. I meant to play that card, but I was too fast, and it got discarded by tools. Gotta slow it down sometimes. And when you hit Concentrate when you're doing the thing with Blade Dance, it feels so disgusting. Concentrate is unusually good when you have a Dead Branch. You have so many more cards to pitch, of course. And we find a Tori. Whenever we would take unblocked attack damage equal to 5 or less, that number always gets reduced to 1. Absolutely useless here. For it to be good, that would require us taking damage. So, a rare relic, I think, that is not going to do anything, unfortunately. If we make it to the heart, though, it'll probably do something, actually. Considering outmaneuver, I think. I actually take it. Wow. So if I have a whatever turn where I don't draw my good Blade Dances and whatnot, then I can just play an outmaneuver. Next turn I can have way more energy. I don't think it was right to click it, but I just wanted to click it really badly, to be honest. I like taking outmaneuver, so when I can, I do. See if it works here, or if I have way too much energy. Set up on finisher. Sure. It's mostly to remove a card from my hand. But I could have just played a card, of course. Perhaps a stupid mistake, because I essentially drew one less card by doing that. And that's why setup is not that good, generally speaking. did charge ink bottle there. And we also found a calculated gamble plus and a fairy in a bottle. So I even get rid of cunning potion, which is essentially a copy of Blade Dance in just in a jar there. Because take fairy in a bottle, dupe pot, and just sit on them forever and never die. It's awesome. We don't need the potions, obviously, so just find the best potions possible, save them for the heart, and leave it. You may feel compelled to use potions if you have a white bee statue, for example. There's no need to feel this way. Potions are for you to use as you wish. You have no obligation to use or take or whatever any potion. This snake plan is really getting in the way of our killing everything in 5 seconds game plan. Kind of rude. I can pass. I'm actually keeping ink bottle on 9. Huge. Please clamp. Second fairy. May have been correct to actually click on that. And accuracy is here. I'm going to take that. That's a nice scaling card. Definitely pretty good. Like, the fact that turn 1 and 2 we have the block for free is just diabolical, man. It is just crazy. Because by the time turn 3 hits, the fight's over, you know? So the fact that we can just block for free and then we've lived long enough to play our Apotheosis probably, and multiple copies of Blade Dance. Put our Infinite Blades in play, and we're cooking. Escape plan seems good. We have ink bottle. And letter opener, by the way. Really, really good escape plan. And piercing wail. You thought I was going to take damage, didn't you? Foolish. Piercing Wail is such a good card, man. Here I am talking about it again. Really good die hit. Play the Terror first. Play a bunch of Shivs. Nunchaku procs. Double flying knee is pretty good. Probably play one of those. More energy next turn is good. All attack is probably the keep. I take Deadly Poison for some reason. Can possibly explain that to you. Just a card. I start playing cards for Ink Bottle again. And I'm definitely... I was thinking about Nunchaku as well. I left it on 9 by using the letter opener, so... Got the 6-9 number relics there. Take another Cloak and Dagger. It is essentially upgraded because we have Apotheosis, by the way, so it's not as bad as it looks. Oh man, poor Automaton. So a flawless Act 2, by the way. I already spoiled that we are beyond perfect. So not only did we not take damage in this boss fight, we also didn't take damage from any fight in Act 2. How long will the flawless continue? Stay tuned. Hey, that's my Apotheosis. I want that back. Gonna be killing that one pretty quickly, I think. Perhaps I even terror the, nope. I was gonna say the one that has my Apotheosis. Yeah, I don't have to defend. I have plate armor, of course. And there's a Wraith form in my deck, apparently. Probably from Dead Branch. And a Piercing Wail, again, by the way, blocking for currently 24 damage. Until I kill this left one, now only 18. And then I have footwork in play plus accuracy to kill the one on the right, which exactly full blocks because of the 2 decks and the plated armor. He almost had me, this Automaton, but not quite. I actually should not have discarded Reflex there because I wanted more hand space for Blade Dance. We have so much hand space that concentrating on Reflex is wrong. What a time to be alive. I meant to say so many cards, not so much hand space. I make Freudian slips like that a lot, I've noticed. I've rewatched my videos sometimes and I'll say, I think yesterday I said Echo Form instead of Power Potion in Act 1 at some point. And I was like, oh, you know what I meant. Because Power Potion, I wanted the Echo Form off the Power Potion. There's always some train of thought that leads you to understand what I was trying to say. But it is sometimes so aggressively wrong. Anyway, best boss is dead. And take an Adrenaline. It's insane, and also, guess what? Makes a card with Dead Branch. Don't click on Runic Pyramid when you have Dead Branch. You can't discard the bad cards. Take a Philosopher's Stone instead. Busted Crown was there. It's absolutely terrible. Never taking that relic. Till the day I die. And we already have all 3 keys. We can go wherever we want. And we definitely have this Omamori now, which I didn't mention. Preventing the next 2 curses that we find. So hoping to spend those charges somewhere. I doubt we get to that. It's a bit late. Bullet time sounds good, except all of our cards are like really cheap or free. I was kind of zoned out there. I thought the Darkling was still alive on the right side. It was actually already dead, unfortunately. Was I just clicking cards? Perhaps. Should have played Skewer for 0, by the way. You can do that if you have relics that say, whenever you play X amount of cards or attacks, do a good thing. Trash cards, next. Those don't say exhaust on them. Play the Fumes. Fumes is our Spiker solution, of course. And Horncleat letting us play 2 attacks for free. It's disgusting. Play Cloak and Dagger just for the block. Then I can defend, then I can strike, and now it's nearly dead. Well played. Entropic Brew going to waste here. Our potions are too good. Now I think it's backflip accuracy, or acro is also really good, but it is upgraded acro too. But the problem is we can't draw 4 cards. Like, it's just not possible. We have full hand at all times. So take the backflip just to draw towards our good cards in the first draw pile, and then also block a little bit. And then, yeah, continue doing what we're doing. Pointing at Spheric Guardian first is a bit unusual, but we just have too much damage. Can double Crippling Cloud. Letter Opener is about to go off. Letter Opener is definitely cooking this run as well. It's like we're playing a lot of attacks and a lot of skills. It's just amazing. Yet another Spiker down without taking damage. Huge. Alright, Footwork Plus is here. I don't think too long about that one. Happy to find that. And pretty good shop. Membership card and Shuriken are here. I am going to click Shuriken. Definitely very fun. We have a lot of Blade Dance going on, which generates a bunch of random attacks. We can just keep going and going and going. So accuracies and shurikens and Blade Dance is going to be our scaling, of course, along with just so many cards. And 18 gold for a red mask. That's a bargain. Going to be buying that one for sure. Thanks, red mask salesman guy. You know, like most of the time he's asking you for like 300 gold. It's crazy. I don't know what he's thinking. But 18, that's a bargain. Nemesis is burning us on turn 1. That's so slow. Yeah, leaving battle on 9. Seems fair enough. Wait, oh, I see. I wanted to use it next turn. That makes sense. I consider playing Malaise, but I'm committing to the bit of never taking damage. So I do this instead. Also, it was just right? But I didn't want to draw the Adrenaline, is the problem. So I shouldn't have played setup on the Adrenaline, obviously. And we find a Vajra for 1 permanent strength. Excellent. And do I take the second Infinite Blades? Does the Madman actually do it? He sure does. It's beautiful. It's so beautiful. Now, if you're a betting man, surely this is the fight where I finally take damage. Surely it has to be the fight where I finally take damage. Uh-oh. The right orb walkers then on turn 1. Uh-oh, I found a concentrate. Uh-oh, I'm actually full blocking already with Anchor. It's not looking good for the gamblers out there. I have to say. That is an accuracy as well. Goodbye, orb walkers. So, unfortunately, not going well for our boys, the orb walkers. And I found a peace pipe, letting us remove at campfires, and an Art of War, giving us 1 energy on our next turn if we didn't play any attacks on the previous turn. That's not very helpful here. We're definitely playing attacks on every single turn, pretty much. And the peace pipe is actually nice. It will let us do something at campfires, because resting is useless. We are full health all the time, and we can't upgrade because of Fusion Hammer. So actually a very nice find. Would have rather found a Giria or something. Or even Shuffle, actually, I think would be better here. But I'm very happy to remove some strikes, of course. Do I start pointing attacks or Repto? No, I've learned my lesson from that one run where I didn't do that. And yeah, I mean, I'm building my full hand, and then I play Storm of Steel. I'm already full blocking. I have the 4 plated armor. Found Concentrate immediately, so I'm going to be able to keep going after this as well. So I can go Concentrate 3 cards, then Burst Adrenaline Plus. That's insane. Another Adrenaline Plus. Poor Reptomancer, oh my god. This run's got me feeling bad for the enemies. And Bag of Prep is here as well, drawing us 2 extra cards on turn 1. That's a pretty good relic. Take another Backflip as well. We have a Forward Plus in our deck. And we walk into a store with a membership card, so it's not that bad. Could take one of these if we want. Happy Flowers seems reasonable with so much stuff in our deck. accuracy as well is here. Way by that. And move on to the giant head. It's gonna be a good turn. Oh man. 1,000 cuts last. That's a classic. You're not sure that you're going to play it, of course. If you generated a different card, then you might play something else. It's not that good, but fine to put it in play at the end to start doing more damage next turn, of course. So if you're trying to play correctly, you should be keeping your eye on Ink Bottle. If you are about to proc Ink Bottle, you should not play a card that also generates a card if you have 10 cards in your hand already. And you just wasted a card. But sometimes it doesn't matter enough, Slash is too difficult to avoid, so just play it anyway. Which is the neat thing. Whetstone will upgrade 2 random attacks in my deck. Take another Malaise. Malaise is going to be good against Woke Bird if we find it. And Time Eater. Oh man, is this the last fight of the act? Is Maulworm going to be the one to break the perfect streak? Oh man, it's Storm of Steel. Poor Maw. Storm of Steel is so good with that branch, it's actually crazy. Like, that's why the card exists, I think. Literally, just for this relic. Ooh, there's Grand Finale. Can't do it though, unfortunately. It's also just dead. Oh, we could have done it. Oh, I was trying to find a way. I'm definitely trying to find a way right now. My Ink Bottle is on 7, so if it was on 9, I could just play a card and then Grand Finale. But I can't, unfortunately. I could have Duplication Potted to double play one of the 1-cost cards. That's a bit silly though, of course. Keep Ink Bottle on 9. Another Entropic Brew going down the drain. Not interested. Our potions are too good. Took another strike. So yeah, we have officially done all of Act 2 and all of Act 3 without taking a single point of damage. I can't say I've ever done that before in my life. It's very unlikely. Doesn't have much to do with playing well, I don't think. It's just sometimes you are that strong. You're not expected to steamroll the entire game, no matter what you're doing, I would say. Malaise is looking pretty good. Ooh, I can blur as well, wow. So Malaise for 4 is definitely good. Still hitting for 7x3, weakened as well. Time Eater is very mean. But there's a 7 Malaise, make that 5. That seems pretty good. So now this Time Eater is very neutered and will be doing just fine here. And we can essentially just play 12 cards a turn. It's fine. So I want to play a bunch of cards here. There's Apotheosis. There's Backstab, it's really good. Now I can play Doppelganger. Or 3 even, wow. Go up to 8 energy this turn. Draw 3 extra cards. And now we can pop off completely. We can have a billion cards a turn. There's After Image as well. May have contributed to the never taking damage in this fight thing, but probably not even important. So we're splitting this turn. May be able to kill it outright. It's possible. Those shivs are hitting very hard. In this case, we're wishing that they actually didn't make cards. Very unusual case where we wish it didn't make cards. Gotta play the 12th card, of course. Only have to do 31 damage here. That shouldn't be too hard, right? Oh, it's dead to just the shivs? Okay. Cool. Finisher to finish the fight, of course. How thematic of me. Poetic, even. And the Woke Bird is here. So we do have quite a few powers, so the Malaces are going to help quite nicely. I find it unlikely that I take no damage here somehow. Like, maybe I'm wrong. I saw the Beyond Perfect, but maybe it only applies if you, like, kill just the Time Eater and not this guy flawless, you know? Or do you have to do both Act 3 bosses flawless to get it? Let's see. Do I take 0 damage? Now I'm doubting myself. I mean, this is a lot of damage. I have Piercing Well Plus in my hand, so it's actually not that much damage. But it'll do it again later. How do I live that time? Or take no damage that time? Gotta play that Infinite Blades, I think. Play Defend as well. Don't even need to, actually. Very nice. Volley Plains is here as well. That's going to be pretty good. And I'm going to find a Malaise eventually, so I want to play Zal Maneuver right now. I could just gamble. Because, that would guarantee I find the Malaise next turn, always. I could just draw it and then put it in my hand with the thingy thing while he plans. Malaise is here. Big Malaise coming. And it's even... If it's dying this turn, I could even just Piercing Wail and then Malaise, reducing its strength. We just need to get it to 0. When we kill it, we can do the thing where it permanently loses the strength. I can also Doppelganger this turn and save both the Piercing Wail and the Malaise. I am doing the Doppelganger thing, that's exciting. Maybe I keep Malaise Blade Dance. Nope. Nope. Yep. I have to make sure I can actually kill it, of course. Oh, yep, good. So down to 4 strength. And then I can keep the other Malaise, set it to negative strength. Keep the burst as well. Yup, seems good. Oh man, maybe I just pitch it all to Storm of Steel. Maybe it's not good enough. Yup. I knew Ink Bottle was on 9 as well. Should be playing this after image. Should definitely be playing the after image. It's actually just dead. Doesn't even matter. Wow. Goodbye. So in fact, 0 damage taken. So the last time we took damage was Grandma Knob at the end of Act 1. We have still not taken a single point. That's pretty insane. You get the Toke again. Defend probably goes here. As simply the worst card here. You've seen me remove Infinite Blades several times, but this time it's cooking. Do I buy a third one? Probably not. That seems crazy. And of course we are going to take damage to the heart. The Beat of Death is a bit too strong, unfortunately. But it was a good dream. Choosing not to remove a card. Maybe I want the defense. Do I buy anything else? Sadistic Nature would have been pretty good, actually. I'm sure we're going to be playing a lot of statuses. I buy Flash of Steel. We have Shuriken. We have Vajra. I'm into it, sure. Just cannot stop making Adrenalines. This guy's so good. Like, if you can't win a run with Dead Branch, you just have to play better and make Adrenalines. It's so easy. So, Survivor on a card. Make hand space, then Adrenaline again. I think. I seem to be talking to someone, perhaps. We're back. Ooh, Concentrate got burned. That's actually very sad. Infinite Blades over Footwork and Fumes. The respect. Ooh, and Storm of Steel. It's over. It's over. You can just keep, like, going up the chain, like you find a Shiv card. A card that makes 2 Shivs, then also replace themselves, and then maybe one of those cards finds a Blade Dance, and you can make even more cards, and then you can pitch all of that with Storm of Steel, make even more cards. It's like a never-ending cycle of playing more and more cards. So I'm interested in charging Ink Bottle more, so I pitch all the attacks. If I play the attacks, it'll die. And also I can only play 3 more for Nunchaku, so I wanted to make sure they were strong attacks. So getting it exactly to 9 of 9 before the hard fight, I'm being a good boy here. And Akabeko is here, increasing the damage of our first attack we play by 8. Maybe take an Acro. Or maybe just skip. Not clicking on Acro plus a Silent is very strange. But this is certainly a deck where it's not as good as normal. I do pass. And yet again, no damage, by the way. So we are flawless from Act 1 and until now. That's beautiful. Ooh, which from the escape plan? Nice, hit the good powers. Infinite Blaze and Accuracy. Who cares about Footwork? Oh, I played the Footwork. I double the Footwork. That makes sense. So there's our block solution for the fight. Double the Footwork. We're good. Just the one. Hey, it's a Wraith form. So that blocks for 40 right now. Do I not even play it? Yeah, I don't care. I might play it later, perhaps, but not interested in playing it right now. Ooh, I hit Tactician, nice. Ooh, I hit Void, very sad. So I was fine taking some damage. I knew I had melees on it, preventing the damage from this turn. And we'll be killing it pretty quickly here. Definitely saving the second melees for when it cleanses its strength minus here. I don't have volley plans, so I can just Storm of Steel here. It's gonna be hard to find this melees again. 37 cards in our draw pile to get through. One of the downsides of having a Dead Branch. Sometimes you have to redraw the cards that you already made and passed on. So many infinite blades. It's amazing. Dagger spray instead of that. I actually should have concentrate then skewer, I think, if I wasn't doing the full 200 already. Though I might have been. Didn't actually notice. Should be interested in playing Neutralize. Yep. Perfectly full block there. And if we somehow die, we still have this Fairy in a Bottle. Of course. Never in any genuine danger. Could Piercing Well now to full block this if we're not already full blocking. We could be if we just play Backflip and pass. But it will let us play more cards if we just Piercing Well now, and how will it ever live to another cycle of this, right? If we just play it. So it's fine. Could play Distraction. It's a real card. And we have Tactician, we can gamble, yep. That's pretty good. 79 more damage to deal. There we go. And I can set up on Blade Dance to get us there. It's beautiful. And of course, Finisher to finish off the heart. Yet again, very poetic. So Dead Branch generating 16 cards a combat on average. Of course, that number trending upwards as the run went on. Not very many in the beginning, but eventually we're generating so many cards to fight. And yeah, completely insane relics here. We had Omamori and Tori, which literally did nothing almost. And some other stinkers, but overall, obviously, a great relic bar there carrying us hard. And Dead Branch, of course, the MVP. If you're still here, how have you not subbed? How have you not liked the video? Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and as always, have a beautiful day.